So this week's episode was a little better, but I don't know. I'm starting to wonder what's happening to this show. It's the quality has gone down a little. I mean, it's still a good show, but last season seemed to be a lot better. Like I don't know what's going on this season. It's like they can't make up their mind what's going on, and so this episode is basically what's his name, Icicle Junior here, uh, going through puberty with his powers, I guess, and Courtney trying to help him be good. I don't know. I mean, it had one good scene, I guess, but I think next week is gonna be hilarious because from the previews, Starman's gonna snap again. I don't know why they keep doing this with the Starman. They just, oh man. So he's holding this globe, and then he uses his powers on it, and it breaks, and he sees the little Courtney doll, and it's just not much that really happened on this episode. So the staff takes Courtney and drags her over here where Starman got his ass kicked. So the thing that irritates me on this is, if I remember right, the last episode at the end, Starman turned around and saw who knocked him out or whatever, and he just this episode he's just like, oh, I don't know what happened. I'm like, are you serious? I don't know. Oh, and what's his face returns, the original Doctor Midnight. Let's see here. Here he is. So Doctor Midnight returns, and he's using the googles on Pat, and I guess the staff somehow is healing him and bringing him back to life or whatever, because he says that his wounds or whatever are healing up really fast. So I don't know. Just not much that happens this episode. Really, it's just here's Icicle Junior with them, and they're trying to explain about his father and their family tree and all this. And it's just another boring episode. Really, there's just not much that happens on this. These last two episodes, it just that face about says it right. What's going on here? This is so boring. Just not much else that happens on here. I mean, trying to find that scene where okay, here we go. This is probably the best scene of the this episode. So um she's Icicle's like, oh, I can't draw anymore. Now I'm gonna be upset and all this, and he explodes with his power and freezes all this. And then Courtney tries to talk him down, and he's going on about how his family has this thing. I forget what they called it, cryo power or something, and she's she's just going along with it and everything, and he calms down and realizes like, oh, it's okay and all this, and I forget what he says to her, but he's basically bringing up about his dad dying and what his family, and Courtney's just like, oh yeah, okay, like she doesn't want him to, yeah. Courtney's like, well, should I tell you that my brother killed your dad? And he's just like, oh, my family, we have this thing and all this, and I don't know what happened. My dad was trying to save the world and all this stuff. Yeah, he was not trying to save the world. I don't know how this is gonna end here. I mean, she's really trying to like keep him good and everything, but I think he's just gonna end up like the dad because the dad was the same way. He's just thinks he's saving the world and all this. So, all right, here's the biggest fuck up in this show right here. So after Starman blows up a grocery store, Pat decides it's time to give him back his suit. I don't understand the rationale of this. This guy has serious fucking rage issues. He didn't give a fuck about the people in the grocery store. He could care less about them. And Pat's like, let's do this, buddy. Let's be time to be Starman again. And I'm just like, are you serious? You're serious with this? I just I just don't know, man. But next episode looked fucking. The commercial for next week's episode had me laughing, man. It was so funny because the commercial it showed Our Man and Wildcat and them. They're like, we can't work with this guy. He's like screaming and got rage issues and and Courtney's just looking at them like, well, I can't do anything. He's Starman again. Oh, come on. It just takes so long to. So, here we are again, and Courtney's trying to talk him down, and everything's gonna be fine, and all this, and then it's lovey-dovey, and they make out, and the it's he starts making snowfall and everything, and I don't know, it's such a boring episode again. There's just not much going on. I mean, oh, and then here's the weird part. So, let's see if it shows it. I'm trying to find where she. So Cindy, um, I guess she's turning into a lizard or something or what. I don't know what's going on here, but she keeps taking these potions or whatever the crap that the Dragon King was doing, and there was something going on with her arm, and she was like just messed up. So she's sitting here and she starts itching this, and then she notices her skin comes off, and you can see the dragon, like she's like a lizard person or something now. So like, I don't know what's going on with this. Um, not their oh, here, let's see if it. I want to see. I wanted to go back to this. They showed this person. Here, I'll just play this for a second. Mute this. So yeah, okay, so here we go. I'm not sure. They're saying this is the Dragon King, or they think it's the Dragon King doing this. I hope it's not the Shade. I really don't because I like the Shade, and he said he was leaving town. But the glove and all this, I don't know. I'm not really sure who this person is yet. Anyways, so I don't know. Maybe it's that Bones guy from the Red Skull looking guy from the last season in that hospital or whatever. Whoever he is, he's a hacker and knows how to do all this stuff. Unless it's Gambler's daughter. I don't know. Just not another great episode. That's all I can really. I think the next one's probably going to be a lot funnier, but this one was just trying to calm Icicle down, and Icicle Jr. rehashing about what happened to his dad, and Courtney feeling bad and can't tell him, and then her skin is coming off, so I don't know. The other thing is when she was sitting here like fiddling with this stuff, they kept showing somebody, and you could see the shadow of somebody in the background moving around or doing something. So she either knows there's somebody there and ignoring them, or she doesn't see them because her back is turned. So somebody else is in there. And the only thing I could think of was maybe the dad, maybe Dragon King did survive and they're working together again. I don't know. It's just this season so far has been all over the place. It reminds me of like the Star Treks. Like one episode somebody dies, then the next thing they're fighting Romulans or something different. I mean, there's no real continuation in this other than the icicle thing. I mean, I don't know. I think last season was a lot better, but I mean, it's still a good show overall. It's just kind of they can't seem to make up their mind who the villain is, and then they keep throwing in Cindy with this stuff and this hacker person watching them, and then it makes you think Grundy is alive, going around smacking people or something. I don't know, man. I just not their best episode like last week. We're 2 for 2 in pretty bad episodes, so they better get on the ball next week here, man. We're 4 episodes in, and so far we haven't had much revealed or anything that's going on. It's just mostly been fluff city. It's just a lot of fluff and filler crap. Anyways, that's about it for this week. I mean, just nothing really happened. It was just boring again. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.